So Chufa should be planted in the spring and summer. You should make sure you've got at least 100 to 120 days of good growing season left to get it in the ground to make sure it's got time to mature and build these tubers under the ground. So obviously in preparation to plant this Chufa plot, we came in here ahead of time and burned the field down with a non-selective herbicide. You can also add a Preemergent herbicide to your burn down tank mix with like Treflan. It's a really good all-around Preemergent that's going to keep your Chufa plot pretty clean through the spring and summer, and it may allow you to not have to come back in and treat it again. So during the warm growing season, there's obviously you're going to have a chance with some weeds being a problem in your Chufa plot. Being in the sedge family allows you to use a lot of different selective herbicides to keep your Chufa clean. Select, Arrow, Tap Out is probably my favorite. These are all grass selective herbicides that you can use over your Chufa to kill any grasses that come up in the plot that want to compete with it. For broadleafs, you could use something like 2,4-DB. That's going to take care of any broadleaf problems you have in Chufa. So it's fairly easy and inexpensive to manage for weed problems. It doesn't have to be super clean, but you do want to keep any weeds or grasses from coming in and completely taking over your Chufa plot. From a fertilization standpoint, as with anything, you want to make sure you've soil tested, have your pH in a 6 to 7 range ideally. With fertilizer, just a balanced amount of a 13 or something like that that's going to match up with your soil sample is going to be plenty for Chufa. It doesn't take an inordinate amount of fertilizer to grow it. Chufa does really well in several soil types. Sandy, loamy soils, it seems to really thrive in. So any place like that you may have not had good results with other crops, you may have really good results with Chufa.